What are we doing?
Walking.
There we go. Video's over. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Bye.
Oh, you love it. We are walking around the Huntington Libraries and Gardens. Library? Huntington Library Gardens? I don't actually know the name.
But not Huntington Beach.
We're not in Huntington Beach.
No.
And we're not in Kansas anymore.
No, we're neither of those things. All I know is if there's a Chinese garden, that's what I want to see. There's way too much other noise here, but these rods bang into each other and make a really cool sound way up there. Oh, I definitely want to go through this. This looks amazing. So this is the Chinese garden. I read that as medical.
You're not off. It's not bad.
I was like, what's a medical garden? Beth is so excited that she sees turmeric growing. You know you're married to a real health nerd when turmeric is what gets her going. I'm seeing some cool stuff off in the distance that's getting me very excited to find this Chinese garden. But I also enjoy the level of discovery here. Lots of bending roads, so you can't see too far down the path. Lots of decisions, left or right. A lot of following your instincts on where you think you're going to go. I purposely don't have a map or an app. I just want to get lost, enjoy some discovery, and be excited about not knowing what's around the bend. Sometimes you know too much. I want to go into all of this having no idea what's next. Look at this textured walkway. I think I've done this backwards, but still amazing all the same. Oh wow, look at these cutouts. The use of white on white is one of the most powerful design tricks in a natural space. There she goes. The Chinese garden here in Huntington is a unique style. Back in China, as it was explained to us by a tour guide, there are two major types of gardens, according to them, imperial or merchant. But this one is themed after something different, scholar. It was explained to us how you would have to take a scholar test 600 years ago. Potential Chinese scholars would travel across the country to go take this test that would take 7 days. Many people died attempting to make it across the country to take the scholar exam, but way more than just facts and different knowledge sets. It was way more about knowing culture. Can you do the calligraphy or master painting, playing an instrument? And if you were able to pass, it would change your life and your status forever. But if you didn't pass, even though you would still be dirt poor, you would have a certain amount of acclaim to your title that you were now a scholar apprentice. This whole layout cost Huntington over $60 million, 17 years to build. Many of the details that we see today were actually designed and fabricated in China, shipped over via donation, and then reassembled here over 3 different construction projects. All of the tile work that you see on the ground, there's several different patterns. Stones were brought in from China, but so were the laborers that got on their hands and knees and put all of this together for people to appreciate. This is by far one of the most detailed art installations I've ever seen, and they went above and beyond to ensure its authenticity and to enrich the experience for anybody who got to see it. I dream of going to China and Asia. This may be one of the most authentic pieces of that culture that I'll ever get to experience stateside. Even the rocks, they would send over a digital file of this is what we wanted to say. whether it should be vertical or horizontal. And then over in China, they would find rocks that would match, engrave it, and again, ship it over to Southern California. And ironically, all of this is only open 2 hours a week, 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. It's 1:30 on a Wednesday, and we randomly got here when it was all open. If we left right now, all of this was absolutely mind-blowing. So much culture and history for the small price of under $30 a person. This place is a major win. Now knowing how much work was put into this, it almost feels disrespectful to walk across it. How much did that lady just blow your mind?
That was awesome.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
This is wild.
I have a proposal for you.
You've already proposed for me, and I said yes, so.
This place is so crazy detailed and authentic. Instead of running around trying to get it all done when it closes at 5 o'clock, let's just explore this China pavilion in great detail. And then when we come back the next time, we'll have another area we can see for the first time. You only ever get to see your first time one time. And this place just feels like, instead of rushing through it, let's just dig deep in here and then just go back the way that we came and leave even more to explore on our next visit.
That's really hard for me to have that kind of self-control.
Yeah, but just think
My
about,
next ones are the Japanese gardens.
I know, but we could literally just spend,
3 hours.
but I could spend 3 hours just in here.
The problem is in a month when I say, Mark, can you give me a free day so we go back to the Huntington Gardens? You're gonna go, I can't, I'm so busy.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not.
I'll exploring that with you, and we'll see if we can make 3 hours happen here and we don't feel like we're running out of things to see. Then we'll move on. And if we're like, I could spend all day here, then we spend all day here.
All right. I just want to go slow because it's way more than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, you're welcome. I found a cool thing for us.
Everything you see is so detailed and thought out. It's what I always dreamed going to China would be like. What do they have?
Boba tea. My
What I've always appreciated about this style of architecture is the complete and total attention to detail. Every piece of the puzzle tells its own design story, and you would think that once you snapped it all together, it would be cluttered, but it's not. It's all harmony once it snaps in, and I believe it's because of the overuse of geometry. Knowing that this pattern will align with this pattern, will align with these patterns. As long as your geometry matches, so will your different patterns and details. I just love it. If only all of the world had this level of design, what a different world it would be. I feel like my love of theme parks has given me a whole different appreciation for landscaping. Landscaping as a way of wayfinding and guiding people through urban landscapes. I love this place and how there are so many different paths, so many different ways to get to the same place, because they use the fork in the road, kind of the bend and curve so you can't see what's up ahead. So many of the design tricks that I love that are used to make the theme parks feel bigger, this place uses to make it feel more adventurous. I have fallen in love with urban design, and landscaping is such a huge part of how you set up those problems and then creatively solve those problems. So somewhere like where I'm at today, they're not guiding people to the next big attraction, but they are. They're setting up an outer perimeter where people can guide themselves from different installation to installation, with different museums kind of locked inside the center point. It's a really interesting take on a garden. Very intelligent, very well thought out. And also, it's one of those moments where you're like, yeah, California has a lot of money, because you won't find many community areas that will have the funds to really elevate an idea like Huntington has. I literally thought this was just the outside of the little, corner shop that we went to. And this just sets the stage for a whole another level of discovery, where we're graded up on the higher plane. The land stair steps down. You have the vanishing point, which is the little gazebo down the bend in the road that is the creek, perfectly manicured by the trees on this side. Like, everything here has an unbelievable attention to detail. I'm loving this place. Hey, where are you going?
I don't know.
I literally thought that this was just like a little courtyard outside the restaurant. Did you walk over here yet?
No.
Check this out. Now look over to your left. Right?
Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow. Everywhere you turn. Look at how the walkway purposefully has all these little zigzags in it to just stretch it out and to make it even more epic to get to the next gazebo. Later on this year, Beth and I are going to Tivoli Gardens, and a lot of this looks like some of the photos I've seen of Tivoli, which is getting me very excited for our very near future. And if Tivoli Gardens inspired Walt on how to make a public space of amusement, but not have it be trashy or covered in things begging for your customers' attention, but in the process losing all aesthetic credibility, I'm excited for what I'm getting ready to see. Really smart design, placing this bridge right through the 3/4 mark of the pond, making everything feel so much bigger and creating that nice divisional line. If you could just see straight across, that little structure on the hill wouldn't feel so far away. But these bridges are almost acting like look-around points that you'll see in art composition to better make whatever the intended subject is feel further back on the ravine. I love when the real world looks like art. And this entire garden has this sound barrier on the outer edge to keep away, service vehicles, people walking by. Just to fully enclose you, it has this wall as its berm. And of course, there are keyholes. I won the battle, even though
I'll never win the war. We're going to go to Japan and then call it. Because my thought process is we could for sure come here again and have what we've experienced today all over again. Complete shock and awe of discovering something and having no idea what's around the corner. So instead of breezing through here at a fast pace and be like, oh yeah, that was cool, can't wait to see it next time. Next time will be just as exciting as the first time. So today doing China, we're gonna walk up to Japan. We were told that this high road is the more scenic way to get to Japan. And there's even parts of China that we didn't get to see because obviously this place does events. There's a lot of lighting all around everywhere, so it probably looks amazing at night. They probably charge a shit ton for weddings, because could you think of a more beautiful place to get married? Especially like, imagine that you're Chinese American and you want to have your culture as part of your special day. Come on, this is a no-brainer. But mom and dad better pull out that checkbook. But there was an area up on the hill that they were getting ready for an event, and we couldn't go up there because it was closed. So there'll even be more to explore in that area. We haven't even scratched the surface yet on the different museums that are here that they offer. So, bro, it's like a theme park. And it has exactly what I want. No rides. Because this has got to be one of the most vibe places I've ever been. It's like Epcot with no drinks. I want to give a special shout out to the very lovely couple that I just saw that watched the channel. It was so nice to meet you here. The guy's like, where's your camera? And I just thought it was just like, a friendly guy being like, hey man, you should be taking a photo. And I didn't realize that he watched the channel. So thank you so much for saying hi. I appreciate meeting both of you. Look how beautiful this house is. This is built without nails, 300 years old, originally constructed in Japan, moved to California. Holy shit. No nails. All of the pieces were just put together. Like slats, stick it together. It's like the ultimate IKEA house. Unreal to think that this house sat in Japan 300 years ago, and now it sits here. This is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Just thinking of the logistics, even the garden was moved. Fun fact, I come from failed Kentucky tobacco farmers. Notice I said failed. Wow. Wow, a whole bonsai garden. You want to talk about forced perspective. This bonsai garden is the master of forced perspective. every single one of these trees looks like it would be 3-4 stories tall. Not the, what do you think they're, 18 inches? 24 inches?
Couple, 2 feet, max 3 feet.
Unreal. I had to explain to Beth how these work because my karate master Miyagi taught me back in the day. What an amazing day of discovery. And I have been working hard, been honestly quite stressed out. This has just kind of brought everything down a notch, except for the fact that I know this is going to be a very time-consuming video to edit to do it properly, because I have shot a lot, captured a lot of vibes, so it's going to need music and keyframing to make it feel perfect, but it's worth it. Even though I'm guaranteeing you this video is not doing well in views, it's worth it to me because this is one of the things I wanted to do, is be able to get lost in the creativity, find something, fall in love with it, work on it blindly, not worrying about the consequences, knowing that I would come out better on the other side for pursuing something that was influenced by passion. Hopefully, I made that happen. Just in the event that you have been missing the storybook canal boats, let me tell you, this is one of the few things I've seen that has that same intensity of making sure every square foot has a distinct design language, telling a story that sets up the next chapter that is literally just a foot right behind it. All the winding roads, the way that the water flows through here, the use of elevation, texture, and color. Man, oh man. Just like, look at this bridge right behind me. This little cul-de-sac right here, this little valley, breathtaking from every point around it. This little centrifuge of beauty is just like sucking you in from wherever you're at on one of these different vistas. This was fantastic.
It was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, thank you so much for suggesting that we make time to do this.
We got out of the house, we explored. I got some great pictures.
We got some steps, some fitness.
Now we're gonna get some tacos.
But it was real good at just bringing the stress level down big time.
Yeah.
Like, it is so relaxing in there.
You know how people right now are like, yo, get outside and go touch some grass?
Yeah.
We kind of did that. Like, we took it to another level, but we did it. Grounding.
I'd also like to say that we did this on a Wednesday on the beginning of October. So this is probably mellow crowds. Didn't you say that it books up on weekends?
It can, yeah. And then they do like free first Thursdays, and they have all these different like promotions, and they will sell out. So we thought a Wednesday would be good for pictures and video. And we were right. It wasn't too crowded at all.
Yeah, it was great. Towards the end, you could tell that it got a little bit more crowded. But as Beth pointed out, China was so big, Japan a little bit smaller, so you felt the crowd a little bit more. But overall, just amazing vibe, and forgot that I was in LA.
So awesome.
All right, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for going on this adventure. Beth, thanks for suggesting this.
All right, let's go on to the next thing. I got more in my guide.
So much more to explore the next time.